Hello and good morning, everybody. Welcome once again to Champion Car Wash Field in beautiful Roseburg, Oregon, as we get ready to bring you Umpqua Riverhawks baseball this afternoon here on Riverhawks TV. As we get ready for today's matchup, the Umpqua Riverhawks hosting the Clackamas Cougars in a South Region doubleheader. Big matchup coming up here as the early portion of the season continues for both of these clubs, trying to establish themselves among the contenders in the South region here this season. Right now, coming into the matchup, Umpqua at 8-4 on the year, 4-2 in South region play. Clackamas is 4-5 overall this year, 3-3 in the South region. It's great to have you with us once again, folks. I'm Joey Keeran, and this is Riverhawks TV. Get a chance to bring you another doubleheader here today, coming off of about a week off for the Umpqua Riverhawks. Last time they were in action back on March 5th. They had a doubleheader here at home against Chemeketa. Game 2 going 13 innings. It was scheduled to be only 16 innings of play between the doubleheader, a 9 and a 7. And we ended up playing 22 on that March 5th, Thursday, a week ago. And we'll see if we can be a little bit more efficient with things here today. Both these teams coming into this matchup, Clackamas and Umpqua, looking to get their offenses really starting to move in the right direction. So far, pitching has been the name of the game for these two clubs, coming in with a couple of the better ERAs in the Northwest Athletic Conference this season. The Umpqua Riverhawks with a 2.45 ERA, and the Clackamas Cougars a 2.55 ERA for their pitching staffs. These two clubs, though, batting near the Mendoza line. For Clackamas, hitting sub-200 this year as a team at 192. For Umpqua, it's not a whole lot better at 226. Two teams looking to try and get that offense to help support the pitching that has been strong here to start out this spring season. We've got overcast skies and a cooler day here at the ballpark today, but we are going to most likely stay dry at least through a good portion of this one. I don't expect to see a whole lot when it comes to precipitation here today. So we've got a great day for baseball, and we're happy to have you with us here on Riverhawks TV. We'll have a look at your starting lineups here after the national anthem as we get ready to get this one underway. We encourage you to hit that subscribe button to make sure that you don't miss out on any of our action for Umpqua athletics throughout the school year. Not just baseball, but they've got a lot of their sports up on Riverhawks TV. Basketball season, some of the wrestling. They've got volleyball and soccer. You can watch all of that here on Riverhawks TV. So hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a ton to have you there with us. Helps us get seen a little bit more, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you for tuning in for today's broadcast. We are just moments away from first pitch and getting this one started, and we'll have the national anthem for you and a look at the starting lineups here on Riverhawks TV. All right, it's time to get this one underway. A doubleheader for you today here on Riverhawks TV. It is the first go-round through South Region play, so today we will have a 9 and a 7-inning contest coming up for you here on the broadcast, and we will get things going here. It's time now to take a look at our starting lineups as we start off with the visiting Clackamas Cougars, led by head coach Jim Hopple, who also spends time as the coach of the Portland Pickles during the summer collegiate baseball season, as he will be leading the Pickles in the West Coast League. Let's take a look at his starting 9 for today's matchup. For Coach Hopple, it'll be Jackson Poole leading things off, starting in center field, followed by the catcher, William Goth. At shortstop, Luke Kovac will be batting third. The DH is Sam Bayless, batting cleanup. Kevin Sem, the third baseman, will hit in the 5 position. Aaron Menchaca, the first baseman, batting 6th. Hitting 7th, starting in right field, Aiden Herrera. And the 8th spot in the lineup is Donovan Crouch, the second baseman, and Joey Giancola is the left fielder, rounding out the starting 9 for the Cougars. Come in at 4-5 on the year, 3-3 in league play. They're coming off of a split in their last series in league play over the weekend. Take a look at the starting defensive alignment for the Umpqua Riverhawks, led by head coach Jake Whistler. In his second year leading the Riverhawks, he will put together a starting defensive alignment that has the catcher Jeremiah Robbins back behind home. Out at first base is Tristan Wallace. At second base, Jackson Thompson. At third, it's Aiden Metzger and Taylor Davis at short. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jack Pierce, Shiloh Wilson, and Noah Kiley. First pitch of the ball game comes in right as we hit noon, and we are underway with Bo Ramsey on the mound. Ramsey, the right-handed freshman, misses low, 1-0 pitch, low and inside to Jackson Poole, the lefty, and we are underway here in today's ball game. A 2-0 count to get things started for Ramsey, and he will miss low and inside once again, and it quickly goes to a 3-0 count. Ramsey's 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. Doesn't let him off the hook that easy. Bo Ramsey coming in, 3 appearances, all of them starts. He's got a 1-1 record in 14.2 innings. That is 14 2/3. Don't know why I keep doing that. I know better. 14 2/3 innings for Ramsey as he gets a swing and a miss out of Jackson Poole. And Poole is going to strike out. Ramsey will battle his way back and earn the strikeout to start things off here after falling behind 3-0. Ramsey able to get back-to-back swings and misses out of Jackson Poole and finish him off for the first out of the ball game. 1 away, and William Goth will stand in, the catcher for Clackamas. He'll take over the plate at the knees for a strike as Ramsey has settled in. He's got a 3.07 ERA. He is a strikeout thrower, 13 Ks through those 14 2/3, and only 3 walks as the ball hit down the right field side behind on the 0-1 pitch. Goth is behind in the at-bat. No balls and 2 strikes. So Ramsey, not surprising to see him work his way back after falling behind 3-0. To be able to get that strikeout, his 14th of the year. A ground ball up the middle, out of the reach of Taylor Davis at short. And an 0-2 single up the middle for William Goth. We'll have the first base hit of the day for the Cougars. 1 on with 1 out. And it'll bring up Luke Kovac. William Goth, the catcher for Clackamas out of Vancouver, Washington. He's a returning guy, and he's one that they expected to rely on a lot, a returning all South Region second-team selection at catcher, also earning a Gold Glove defensively. Last year hit .250 in 29 games, and he gets things started with a base hit here today. 0-1 count on a foul ball for Kovac, who will start things off. He will foul off one down the right field side, and he falls behind 0-2, much like what happened to William Goth. Kovac out of Sandy High School, class of 2024, played 37 games last year for this Cougar squad. Kovac comes in batting an even 200. He will get a defensive swing, goes back to the mound. Ramsey fields, throws to second for 1. The relay throw to first will be off target, and unable to hang on to it is Wallace. Not sure if the throw would have beaten Kovac to the bag on the mound. Ramsey had to hesitate and wait to try and throw to second base to initiate that turn up the middle. He ends up getting it to second to get the lead runner. Goth is out at second base for the second out, and Kovac's going to get on. I'd say I'd rule that a fielder's choice for Kovac. First pitch misses now to the DH, Bayless. Bats with 2 outs and a man at first. Throw in is high for a 2-0 count here to Bayless. Sam Bayless batting an even 300 on the year. He's played in 8 of the 10 games so far for Clackamas. 9 hits and 30 at-bats. Check swing on a pitch high. Fouls it to the Umpqua dugout down the first base side. UCC coming in today wearing their home whites. White tops, white trousers. The black pinstripes going vertically up and down the jerseys. Black numbers on the back. Umpqua across the chest. It's a pitch in the dirt, a 3-1 to the cleanup hitter. Black stirrup socks, black caps. Riverhawks across the chest, excuse me. 3-1. Ramsey in on the hands, gets a swing and a foul ball in the air. First base side, playable for Tristan Wallace. And that'll wrap things up in the top of the first inning. We'll head to the bottom of the first with it scoreless between Umpqua and Clackamas. In that first inning, for Clackamas, 4 hitters to the plate, no runs, 1 hit. There were no errors and 1 man left on base. Take a look at the starting lineup now for the home team, the Umpqua Riverhawks, led by Coach Whistler. His starting 9 will have Taylor Davis leading things off at shortstop, followed by Shiloh Wilson in center field batting second. The second baseman, Jackson Thompson, will bat third. Noah Kiley in right field hitting cleanup. The DH is Jackson Marble batting 5th. At first base, Tristan Wallace will bat 6th. Hitting 7th and starting in left field, Jack Pierce. The catcher, Jeremiah Robbins, will bat 8th. And rounding out the starting 9 will be Aiden Metzger, the third baseman for the Riverhawks. Taking a look at the defense for the visiting team, the Clackamas Cougars here today. It'll be William Goff behind the plate. Out at first base, Aaron Minchaka. At second, Donovan Crouch. On the left side of the diamond, it's Kevin Sem at third and Luke Kovac at short. And in the outfield from left to right, Joey Giancola, Jackson Poole, and Aiden Herrera. That is your starting defensive alignment. Looking to help support their starting pitcher, that is Ben Kisserow, the lefty out of Sparks, Nevada. Kisserow is going to face a former teammate of his. Actually, yeah. Kylie's the only one on the Riverhawks roster that is a former teammate of Kisserow. The 2 graduating class for Spanish Springs of 2025. Same graduating class, teammates there. Also from that Spanish Springs High School, Sam Bayless, the DH for Clackamas. He was a year older, but played with those guys there in Nevada. So some familiarity here on the roster. Should be fun. I'm sure it's entertaining for those guys to get an opportunity to square up and see each other out on the ball field as collegiates. Taylor Davis will lead things off for the Umpqua Riverhawks. Davis has been in that leadoff spot pretty much all season long. He's batting .310 for UCC. He was hot to start out the year, that is for sure. And the lefty Kisserow will deliver the first pitch. It's in for a foul ball back to the netting for strike 1. Davis batting .310. He had a hit in each of the first 9 games of the season, but he is looking to get back on that track. He's gone hitless in his last 3. The 0-1 pitch is high and away from Kisserow. For Ben Kisserow, make this his 4th appearance. He's only started 1 game prior, so this will be his 2nd start of the season. He's got a 0-1 win-loss record with 1 save on the year. His 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, breaking ball. He has been on the mound for 8 innings of work so far this year. It comes in with a 2.25 ERA, 3 strikeouts, 3 walks to his credit. Kisserow's 1-2 delivery is high and away. to even things up. Looking at 56 degrees with overcast skies here in Roseburg as we get game one of our twin bill underway. Might creep up into the low 60s as this one goes on. Strike three call, breaking ball hits the outside corner. And Cicero will start things off with a strikeout as he gets Taylor Davis.
Next batter
for Davis,
5, Shiloh Wilson.
That'll be his 13th strikeout of the season. One away, Shiloh Wilson. He was the hot bat last outing for the Riverhawks. The lefty will pull one towards first base. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Ball is fouled away for strike one. Breaking ball drops in, but just above the zone. Not a bad spot there for Cicero. One count. High and away. Scoreless ball game here. Bottom of the first. 2-1 count to Shiloh Wilson. Wilson batting .316. High mark on the team at the moment. Still early portion of the season. The 2-1 low and outside. 3-1 count. Currently has a 5-game hit streak going. Mentioned he was the hot bat over the weekend, or last week, I should say. 7 for 18 in his last 5 games during that streak, batting .389 in the midst of that. The 3-1, he chops a one up in the zone, and it is knocked down at second base, but unplayable for Donovan Crouch, and the hit streak will continue. 6 games now for Shiloh Wilson.
Jackson Thompson.
Give credit to Donovan Crouch, the second baseman, diving to get to that one, kept it from getting into the outfield. It was just barely beyond second base in the infield, quote-unquote, dirt, with the artificial turf out there here at Champion Car Wash Field. So both teams with a base hit. Neither team with a run so far. And Jackson Thompson looks to try and see if he can change that fact. He swings away at the first pitch and fouls it off. Thompson starting at second base, batting third for the Riverhawks. The sophomore out of Henderson, Nevada. Batting .250 on the year. Fouls off another one over the right side out towards the concession stands here at Champion Car Wash Field. Sun seems like it's starting to kind of shine a bit through the clouds here in this afternoon, brightening things up just a bit for us. The 0-2 pitch with Wilson at first, high and away to Thompson. Visiting Clackamas Cougars wearing their dark gray, kind of a charcoal gray for the Cougars. Tops and pants, same color. Stripe down the side. Navy blue numbers outlined in white on the back. Cougars across the chest as the pitch in, misses. Throw down to second base to get the runner. And it pops out of the glove for the shortstop, Kovac. Otherwise, might have had a chance to get him. Throw was there just about the same time as Wilson went sliding in. And Shiloh will get in safely. Runner in scoring position for the Riverhawks, 2-2 count. At the plate for Jackson Thompson. He'll hit one in the air out towards center field, but playable for Jackson Poole. The lefty out in center will make the catch, 2 away.
The next batter, number 3, Noah Kiley.
So Jackson Thompson unable to advance Wilson from second. For Shiloh Wilson, his first stolen base of the season. He had been caught 3 times in his previous attempts. Noah Kiley, lefty, in the cleanup spot. Former teammate of the lefty, Ben Cicero, on the mound. Take outside for ball 1. These two part of that graduating class of 2025. In for a strike, a 1-1 count. Cicero delivers his breaking ball, carries too far off the outside edge to the lefty Kiley, and he falls behind 2-1. A 2-1 pitch swung on and missed. Two balls, two strikes with a runner at second base and two away here in the bottom of the first. Riverhawks trying to see if they can break through first. It's going to take a two-out rally as the sun starts to shine. Breaking ball sat on it but swings through. And Kiley, in the battle of former high school teammates, loses the first round here. Second strikeout in the frame for Ben Cicero as he will avoid any damage. He gives up no runs on one hit. There were no errors and one man left on. Go to the top of the second. It's scoreless between the Riverhawks and the Cougars here on Riverhawks TV.
In the souvenir booth, they have the hats, new hats.
We head to the top of the second in a scoreless game. Bo Ramsey and Ben Cicero dealing here early on. Ramsey will fire in a first pitch strike against Kevin Sem, who will lead things off, the third baseman for the Cougars. He takes another strike, and he's behind 0-2. Fastball sitting on the outside corner for Ramsey. The big right-hander. He overthrows the 0-2 pitch, misses all the way to the backstop. Bo Ramsey, freshman, has been given the responsibility of trying to be the game one starter, these doubleheaders. He will get a swing and a miss for strike three. Sem goes down swinging. That is the second strikeout for Ramsey in this one. He is up to 15 on the season. There's one down, and Aaron Menchaca will bat, the first baseman for the Cougars. Takes just off the outside corner. Robbins behind the plate, trying to frame it, can't get the call for Ramsey. Ground ball off the hands towards third. Plenty of time for Metzger, who's able to kind of just sit back and wait for it to come to him. He sends it across the diamond to get Menchaca 2 down.
43, Aiden Herrera.
Bo Ramsey, a couple of quick outs. Will look to try and make it three straight as he faces Aiden Herrera, lefty up to the bat. Aiden Herrera take on the inside corner from the lefty. Or for the lefty from the righty. Herrera batting 182 on the spring season. Takes low and inside, trying to go back to the same spot there for Ramsey. Misses. Just 2 for 11 in 4 games for Herrera. Does have 3 RBI. He will begrudgingly swing through on that 1-1 offering. Missed low and inside. Ramsey has been attacking that same spot on the plate, and he goes right back to it. Gets a foul ball out of Herrera, the 7-hitter in the lineup. Herrera that tried to hold up on a check swing, could not, ends up going around on that strike 2 pitch that he had. Looking to defend the plate, the 1-2. Chops one first base side, just on the other side of the bag. Able to stay at the plate with the 1-2 count will be Herrera. Herrera out of Tualatin High School, Graduated last spring. Fouls back another one. Staying alive. This Cougars squad split a doubleheader against Lane on Sunday. They won the opener 4-2, lost 8-2 in this nightcap. Ramsey will bury one in front of the plate, a 2-2 count. Two balls, two strikes with two down and nobody on, and missing low. Ramsey started out ahead in this at-bat. Herrera has worked himself into a full count. He will swing at the pitch on the outer half, lifts it opposite field. A routine fly ball out to Jack Pierce, and that wraps up things in the second inning for the Cougars. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. A 1-2-3 frame for the Riverhawks defensively. We head to the bottom of the second here on Riverhawks TV. Bottom of the second inning, the Riverhawks will have the 5, 6, and 7 hitters scheduled to bat. Taking on Ben Kissero, the lefty, on the bump for the Cougars. Jackson Marble leading things off. DH here in game one for Marble. He takes at the knees for a strike. Jackson Marble, the first, also plays first base. Gets underneath the pitch, skies it out towards left field. Going out is Kovac, the shortstop. Coming in is Giancola. He'll call off Kovac. And that'll be the first out here in the second inning for the Riverhawks. Jackson Marble has played in 8 games. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Does not get it there. One away. Brings up Tristan Wallace starting at first base. Swings and misses. Big cut out of Wallace, out of Medford. Graduate of North Medford High School. Second season playing with the Riverhawks after a red shirt as he swings through an 0-2 count. Didn't play last year, had a knee injury that kept him out. Back in 2024, he hit 200 for the season for the Riverhawks. Right now he's batting 200 in 9 games. He'll take high, a 1-2 count. On the mound, Kissero, he's been off since that doubleheader against Lynn Benton back on March 5th. Got the start in a 6-1 loss, went 5 innings, allowed just 2 runs on 4 hits against Lynn Benton. He'll miss high, evens things up against Wallace, 2-2 count. That was his first start prior to today for Kissero. First time he had given up any runs on the season, but he had only pitched 3 innings total prior. He gets a swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 3 by Wallace. Third strikeout
Next batter, number 32,
for Kissero.
Jack Pierce.
Prior to today, Kissero, his 5-inning start against Lynn Benton, he managed just 2 strikeouts in that 5 innings. He's already got 3 through an inning and 2/3 against the Riverhawks here today. First pitch swinging, got jammed, handcuffed, and just a soft liner to short for Jack Pierce. And that will finish things off for the Umpqua Riverhawks in the bottom of the second. They go down in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. These pitchers somewhat mirroring each other. Both have seen the first 7 hitters in the lineup as we head to the 3rd inning. Bo Ramsey back on the bump for the Riverhawks on Riverhawks TV.
First batter for the Cougars, number 33, Donovan Crouch.
The 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Clackamas, led off by Donovan Crouch, who will take for ball 1. Foul down the first base side, a 1-1 count here to get things started for the 8-hitter. Donovan Crouch coming in batting 176 on the year. 6 strikeouts, 6 walks. He'll hit one right side. A nice grab by the second baseman. Thompson throws the first in time for the putout. Jackson Thompson with a leaping grab into the outfield grass. And he's able to come up and fire quickly to Tristan Wallace at first. Robs one away from Donovan Crouch. What a play for the second baseman. The sophomore comes up with a huge defensive effort behind Bo Ramsey. One away. 9-hitter Joey Giancola will bat, the left fielder. Took the first pitch for strike 1. Fouls one into the glove for strike 2. That was reminiscent. I don't know if you've been following the World Baseball Classic, but Bobby Witt Jr. at shortstop for the Americans. He made a kind of similar looking play as Giancola, somewhat of a half swing trying to defend the plate, just fouls it into the glove again, and there's strikeout number 3 for Bo Ramsey here in this one. There's 2 down, top of the order. Jackson Poole will bat. First pitch, strike 1. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses outside. Viewing audience checking in. Hello from California as well. As a ground ball, first base side, snagged by Tristan Wallace. And that will be it at first base as Wallace will make the play, getting it over to the mound. Ramsey covering. We head to the bottom of the 3rd. Still scoreless here on Riverhawks TV. I was going to say here as we take a break in between, no, you didn't miss game 1 there. Penny. We accidentally started the wrong broadcast now that I see that. So maybe we can change the title of things. So you did not miss game 1. We are in game 1 of a doubleheader. And let's see. I think I can edit things for everybody here. Sometimes it's easy to grab the wrong broadcast and get a little confused on things. So we will edit some stuff there. And I think YouTube will allow us to make those edits and avoid any confusion going forward. let's see here. I can probably change this here. All right, so we are, in between innings. We are headed to the bottom of the third with a scoreless ball game. It is game one. And thanks for checking in and keeping us all squared away here on Riverhawks TV. Strike one to get things started here in the bottom of the third in what is game one of our doubleheader. One count as a pitch misses low and outside. Just one hit for both sides so far. Ben Kissero on the mound facing Jeremiah Robbins to lead things off. He'll foul one back. A 1-2 count. Robbins waits on the lefty, gets around, pokes one out towards left field, and a diving catch, two hands, and he quickly holds up the glove, actually holds up the hand to prove that, yes, indeed, out in left field, Joey Giancola made that catch.
The next batter, number 4, Aiden Metzger.
Nice job by Giancola. Rob one away, just leaning forward, gets underneath it, uses both hands to secure the baseball, and then rips it out of the glove with the bare hand and holds it up as he's lying face down in the turf to prove, yes, the ball is in and caught. So there's one away at the plate, a 1-0 count now to start for the 9-hitter, Aiden Metzger. Shows a bunt, puts it down right between home and the mound. Fielded, the catcher, Goff throw to first, not in time. Bang, bang play at first base, and just able to beat the throw is Aiden Metzger. He'll have the second hit of the game. Here's a quick look at it, just ahead. Nice call at first by the umpire. So 1 on, 1 out, top of the order. Taylor Davis will bat. Just the second hit in the game for UCC. Comes on a bunt single by Metzger. I believe the first one misses there. Kissero will pick to first. What running was Metzger. Throw to second base to try and get him, and out at second. So Metzger finds a way on and then ends up getting picked off, runs out of the play. Throw down to first or second base after the pickoff to first, and they were able to get him out at the bag. So that'll clear the bases. Now 2 down. And it's a 1-1 count at the dish for Taylor Davis with nobody on base. Kissero misses high, 2 balls and a strike. Good crowd showing up for our matinee here at Champion Car Wash Field. I think I saw maybe some of the UCC softball team showing up to support. They'll be in action later this week after splitting some games over the weekend, taking high. Taylor Davis, a 3-1 count. Softball lost their first 2 games of the year before turning around and winning 2 games on Sunday at the crossover tournament up in Pasco, Washington. Low and inside, ball 4. That pitch not off by much. Drawing the walk is Davis.
Next batter, number 5, Shiloh Wilson.
Davis will get on for the first time today. He is just the third base runner for UCC. They've got a man at first with 2 down. Shiloh Wilson had the first hit of the game. A single back up the middle. Diving attempt by Donovan Crouch knocked it down, but he couldn't make the play. Kissero, the lefty, comes set. Will deliver home. His breaking ball hits the outside corner against the lefty Shiloh Wilson. Out at first base, Davis. Got to be aware of a decent pickoff move on the mound. Already one pickoff for Kissero. He'll get one in on the hands, flared towards center field. Shallow pop fly will be taken by the shortstop, Kovac, and that will wrap up things in the bottom of the third. A little bit of excitement there, but the Riverhawks unable to build any momentum as they will leave a man stranded. No runs, there was one hit, no errors, and one man left on. We are through the first 3 innings of this 9-inning ball game. Still scoreless between the Riverhawks and the Cougars on Riverhawks TV. Goth, Kovac, and Bayless, the 2-3-4 hitters coming up here in the 4th inning for Clackamas. First pitch fouled down the third base side by William Goth, who has the only hit in the game so far for the Cougars. That was a ground ball back up the middle past the diving Taylor Davis in the first inning. The 0-1 pitch got him in on the hands. He fouls it away again for strike 2. William Goth. The 0-2 pitch bounces outside. Goth out of Evergreen High School. Hit .250 last year. Also pitched in 19 innings last year. Not often you see the pitcher-catcher combo as a pitch outside. Started 3 games, made 4 total appearances, had a 3.79 ERA and a 1-1 record as a pitcher. He was a Gold Glove catcher for the Cougars, but also got some innings of work as he takes a strike on the outside corner. Goes down looking. On the mound, Bo Ramsey having a nice outing. He's up to 4 strikeouts so far through 3 1/3 innings, adding to his 13 that he came into the game with. 1 away, nobody on. Luke Kovac. Strike on the corner. Kovac had a tapper back to the mound. Almost started a double play, but was a little slow getting it around the horn for the Riverhawks, and he was able to beat out a throw to first base as he takes pitch low and outside, a 1-1 count. Grounds one left side, deep in the hole. Davis throw across the diamond. It's not going to have a chance to get there in time. And that'll be the second base hit of the game for the Cougars as Kovac finds his way on safely for a second time. It'll be 1 for 2 after the fielder's choice his first time up. This time a ground ball to the hole. Nice job to cover the area by Davis, but from deep in the hole, did not get a lot behind that throw, and he was not going to have a chance to try and get it across in time. 1 on, 1 away. Sam Bayless, the cleanup hitter, takes a strike. Bayless had a 2-run double in Game 2 on Sunday. driving in the only runs of the game as he takes a breaking ball inside corner for a strike. Drove in the only runs of the game for Clackamas in that doubleheader against Lane. That was that 8-2 loss in game 2. Takes a pitch that bounces off the plate, out at first base. Didn't get the greatest read on it. Kovac will just sidestep his way back to the bag. Does not look to try and advance on a ball that got away just a bit from Jeremiah Robbins behind the plate. So Bayless had that double, drove in 2, but the lead did not hold up for Clackamas as Lane would rally back. Went around on a check swing. High heat got him. Couldn't get out of the way. Goes around and Bayless goes down swinging. 5th strikeout for the hurler, Bo Ramsey.
Number 3, Kevin Sim.
Boy, he has got some pop behind those fastballs. You can feel it from up here. And I'm sure that Sam Bayless felt that one. That one buzzed the tower, but he couldn't hold off as a pickoff throw to first. Just behind the runner. Back in safely goes Kovac. Kevin Sim out of South Salem High School. Swings away at the first pitch. That one could find the alley. It's going to carry. It gets down. This might give the Cougars the first run of the game. Throwing in is Wilson. This will be a triple and scores 1. A 2-out triple. And Clackamas will take the early 1-0 lead. Ramsey had been rolling,
Next batter,
but got a hold of one, barreled
Umpqua.
it up, and finds the alley in right center. Kevin Sim will have an RBI triple. And he puts Clackamas on the board to get things started here in the 4th. That breaks our scoreless game. First pitch, strike 1 to Aaron Menchaca. He'll take low, 1-1 count. Sem at third base. Scoring all the way from first on that triple, Luke Kovac. The 1-1. Called strike on the outside corner. Menchaca ground out to third his first time up. Breaking ball ends up outside. Behind the plate, Robbins. Sliding, working to keep that ball in front of him. Not allow a run to score from third. 2-2 count for Menchaca. Ramsey trying to reset and finish it. He'll get a foul ball. Ramsey had been dealing through the first 3. It only allowed 1 hit and 1 base runner. Had 3 strikeouts through the first 3. But he's given up 2 hits here in the 4th. He's got 2 strikeouts, trying to strike out this side and get out of things. He'll get a ground ball sharply to Davis. The shortstop across to Wallace, and that will finish off the top of the 4th, but not before a run comes in for the Cougars. A 2-out triple by Kevin Sem will give the Cougars the lead. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Bottom of the 4th, 1-0 Clackamas in front here on Riverhawks TV. Well, a 1-0 lead to work with now for the lefty, Ben Kissero. He faces the 3-4-5 hitters here in the fourth inning. Jackson Thompson, fly ball out to center field his first time up, will lead things off. Check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not on appeal. A 1-0 count to start. Jackson Thompson made a great play defensively here in this one already, robbing away a hit. That was back in the third inning. He takes for a 2-0 count. Takes again, and Thompson ahead. 3 balls, no strikes. Thompson with 3 doubles on the season, 10 hits total. His 3-0 pitch from Kissero. Takes for a strike. Watching. Thompson, he's gone just 3 of 14 since the start of South Region play. At least, that was going into the last doubleheader for him. He's trying to get things up and rolling here, and he'll draw a walk. That'll be the 3rd walk of the season for Thompson. Finds himself on base. Second walk issued by Kissero. Nobody out, a man at first, Noah Kiley. He struck out his first time, and he goes to exactly what I was about to say. Might look to start a bunt to move the runner over. And he does square, but takes low and outside for ball 1. Kiley not showing. Third baseman way in. The bunt goes down to the third baseman. He's going to throw to second. Gets 1, throw to first. Get 2. Yes, they'll say he does. A double play on the bunt, sacrifice bunt attempt. And the relay gets to first just in time. So that backfires there for the Riverhawks. Bases are empty with 2 away. And it brings up Marble. Foul one back.
Jackson Marble.
They got Thompson at second base and the relay back to first to get Kiley as he tried to lay down that sac bunt. I mean, Kevin Sem at third base was playing 15 feet from home. He was way down the line. Knew it was coming. The ball fouled away. Riverhawks were not trying to be sneaky about it by any means. And the bunt laid down by Kiley just goes right to the third baseman. Had plenty of time to make that throw to second for the start of the double play. The 1-2 pitch off the hands, fouled away. Got enough of it to stay alive. So Jackson Marble will fly out to left field his first time up, looking for a base hit to try and start a 2-out rally for the Riverhawks, trailing 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. 9-inning ball game. Another one fouled back, stays a 1-2 count. The lefty Kissero shakes off a couple of options from his battery mate, William Goff, settles on the 1-2 pitch, and again it's fouled away. Conditions pretty optimal here for early spring in Oregon. Not a lot of wind today. The American flag is wrapped around the pole out there, not moving much. We've seen a little bit of sunshine, but for the most part, overcast day. But it's been dry and temperatures are mild. Another ball fouled back by Jackson Marble. It's not warm, but it's not freezing. Jacket, probably a good idea today. Many in the grandstands following that advice. The 1-2 pitch. Got a piece of a breaking ball, and this at-bat will continue. This has been a lengthy one here for Jackson Marble as he continues to battle against Kissero. Ben Kissero so far 3 2/3. He's given up 2 walks. He's got 3 strikeouts, and he's allowed 2 hits, but most importantly, there have been no runs against him. The 1-2. Swung on and missed on the breaking ball, and that'll finish off the bottom half of the 4th inning. So we are through 4, and it's 1-0. Clackamas in front as we head to the top of the 5th on Riverhawks TV. Top of the 5th inning, Bo Ramsey continues to work for Umpqua. And his fastball will find the strike zone on the outside corner to get things started. Aiden Herrera, the lefty, followed by Donovan Crouch and Joey Giancola here in the 5th. Ball fouled off for strike 2. Herrera flew out to left. Crouch grounded out to second. And Giancola, a strikeout victim here at the bottom 3rd of the lineup. Breaking ball just misses elevated over the plate. Had Herrera leaning back, out of position to try and even get a cut at that one. Fouls off another pitch, stays alive. Aiden Herrera leading off the inning, and that's a tapper, and it's going to be ruled foul, and it will then hook into foul territory as well. But foul off the plate there at home, and it's a 1-2 count still. Three hits total in this one for Clackamas. Ramsey out of the windup. The big righty misses high and away. Well, it wasn't that long ago. It was last week on Thursday. Clackamas in the doubleheader against Lynn Benton. Game 2 got no hit in a 7-inning ball game. The ball popped up left side, foul territory, into the bullpen for the Cougars. At third base, Aiden Metzger chasing, but unable to get there in time. It was just a 1-0 game, quite the pitcher's duel, but a no-hitter thrown by Lynn Benton. Ground ball right side, picked up by by Thompson in the outfield grass. One away as Jackson Thompson ranging to get to that ball towards first base. In front of it, he has covered some good ground on the right side of the infield so far here today. Donovan Crouch will bat. He was the one that had a sharp ground ball to Jackson Thompson on the right side. Thompson laying out to get to it, got it on the short hop, came up throwing, and was able to get the out at first. Showing a bunt, taking a strike, will be Crouch. Missing low, 1-1 for Ramsey. Ramsey has only allowed 4 hitters to reach base as the ball in the air right field. Adjusting in front of it quickly. Noah Kiley in right field will make the catch. 2 down.
Next batter, number 1, Joey Giancola.
Really, the difference in the game, an infield single for Luke Kovac got him on, but a 2-out triple by Kevin Sem. Just found the alley. Kind of used the velocity and power from Bo Ramsey to belt one out towards the right center field alley, and it got down and Not allowed a run to come in with 2 outs. That's the difference in this ball game. It has been that razor thin. Just one hit has made the difference. Inside, Ramsey has fallen behind here. It is 3-0, the count. Facing Joey Giancola, who will take, and that is ball 4. 4-pitch walk issue to the 9-hitter, who struck out quite badly in his first at-bat. Looked like he didn't really know what to do with the pitches he got from Bo Ramsey the first time up. Struck out on 3 pitches. Here he walks on 4 straight, and it goes back to the top of the order. Jackson Poole 0 for 2. The lefty takes a breaking ball for a strike. Jackson Poole out of Portland. Graduated last spring out of Ida B. Wells High School. Was a second-team All-State player for the Guardians. Gets a ground ball towards short, picked up by Davis on the run. Sidearms it over to first, and that'll do it for the top of the 5th inning. A ground out for Jackson Poole. And Bo Ramsey will leave a man stranded after issuing the 2-out walk. It does not come back to haunt him. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Head to the home half of the 5th inning. Riverhawks trailing 1-0, looking to get back into this one on Riverhawks TV. A 1-0 lead for the Clackamas Cougars as we go to the home half of the 5th here in this 9-inning ball game. Tristan Wallace leading things off, 0 for 1. Swings and does not get cheated. A big cut to get things started. The 0-1 count. Breaking ball misses low on the outside corner. Tristan Wallace facing Ben Kissero for a second time. Riverhawks will have Wallace, Pierce, and Robbins due up against the starting pitcher for Clackamas, who's into his 5th inning of work. Swing and a miss on the 1-1. Kissero 4 strikeouts. He's allowed 2 walks and just 2 base hits. He's not had a runner past second. A stolen base in the first was the only way the Riverhawks have gotten a man into scoring position so far. The 1-2 pitch is down low, 2-2 count. Riverhawks last week when they played a doubleheader here at home against Chemeketa ended up going 22 innings total in that doubleheader. The Riverhawks managed just 1 run in that, so they're trying to get the offense really picking up. Swing and a miss, that's not going to do it. Down on strikes for Wallace. Second strikeout for him. 5th strikeout in the game for Kissero. Bring up Jack Pierce. Pierce had a soft liner to short his first time up. That was the final out of the 2nd inning. Riverhawks had a number of opportunities. There's a strike called against Pierce, 0-1 count. Had a number of opportunities in that twin bill to against Chemeketa last Thursday. Ball fouled off the mask of the catcher and then off of the umpire as well. Oh, 2 count. UCC was 2 for 18 with runners in scoring position in that second game that ended up going 13 innings. The 0-2 pitch coming here for Cicero. Tried to hold up, couldn't bring the check swing back. A sweeping breaking ball. Jack Pierce goes down.
Next batter, number 8.
That is strikeout number 6 on the day for the Riverhawks. 2 for 18 with runners in scoring position. Oh, that was over the 2 games, not just in one. But in game 2, that scheduled 7-inning game that ended up going 13, they were 1 for 15 as a pitch outside. So, got to find a way to start producing when they've got runners on base. Jeremiah Robbins batting. He flew out to left field in his first at-bat. He hits with 2 outs and nobody on. The 1-0 pitch is outside. 1-0 ball game in favor of Clackamas here in the bottom of the 5th. Ben Cicero missing high. The count goes to 3-0. Robbins has a chance to try and get himself on base. Robbins has drawn 2 walks already this year. Take one just below the belt buckle on the inner half for strike 1. Last season, Robbins with 25 walks total on the year. He'll take another strike as battling his way back in. Ben Cicero has a full count, needs 1 more strike to get through things here in the 5th inning. Lefty, selective on the mound, finds one he likes. Will kick and fire. Robbins pops it up right side. Back behind first, calling everyone off. The right fielder can't play it. He slipped on the grass. The second baseman will turn and fire back in. Crouch gets it in as Herrera could not keep his feet underneath him. He overran it, tried to reach back, and ends up on his backside. Robbins not hesitating with 2 outs, running hard, and takes the turn, heads to second base, and he will get on base with 2 outs here in the 5th inning. That'll go down as a double for Jeremiah Robbins.
Now batting number 4, Aiden Metzger.
Kind of put it into no man's land out there. It was a tough one, long run for Herrera, and he had the best angle at it, had a chance to get there, just ended up overrunning it. It'll be the second double of the season for Robbins. Check swing, called strike 1 to Aiden Metzger. Riverhawks get a bit of a break, and they'll look to see if they can take advantage. Just the second time today they've had a man in scoring position. With 2 outs, the 0-1 to Metzger is across the plate for strike 2. Aiden Metzger had a bunt single in the 3rd. He's got 1 of just 3 hits now for UCC. The 0-2 pitch is elevated just up around the letters. Good take there by Metzger. Tough one to do it with the 2 strikes against him. But he's able to watch that one go by and stay alive at the plate. Robbins out at second base, a 1-2 count for the 9-hitter Metzger. Pokes one right side. This will be much more playable for Aiden Herrera, who's underneath it for the out. That'll wrap up things in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Umpqua Riverhawks will leave 1 stranded, and they continue to trail 1-0. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the 1 man left on. It's 1-0 Clackamas as we head to the 6th here on Riverhawks TV. William Goth will lead things off for Clackamas as he will face Ben, make that Bo Ramsey for a 3rd time in the game. You got Ben Kissero and Bo Ramsey in a pitcher's duel here. 1-0 lead for Clackamas. The 1-0 pitch to Goth, a ground ball left side, deep in the hole. Davis, a throw across, not going to get it there in time. Just a hair in front of the runner at first base, or ahead of the throw at first base.
Next batter, shortstop Luke Kovac.
Goth will beat that out as he hits it to the alley on the left side of the infield. Showing a bunt and trying to put it down. Luke Kovac fouls it off. That is the 2nd infield single for Clackamas. They've had 2 that have gone to that deep in the hole at shortstop. Taylor Davis has been able to get there, but make the throw across the diamond, and it's been tough. He made a good attempt on that one. A pitch high and inside, throw down to second base. Davis with plenty of time. He'll make the tag, and that'll retire Goth at second. Nice throw, quick on the release for Jeremiah Robbins behind home. And he is able to get William Goth out at second base. Clears the bases, 1 away. A lot of time on that one. So nobody out, or nobody on, 1 out. Ball fouled off. I believe it might be a 2-2 count here. Ramsey on the mound, trying to keep his team in this one, getting a little help from the defense there. The 2-2 is high. Ramsey will wind and fire. Fastball over the plate, lifted high in the air, out towards center field. Dead center field where Shiloh Wilson will reside. He makes the catch. No. They're going to say that he dropped it. Wilson's trying to say it was on the transition out there. And into safely goes Kovac to second base. And here comes Coach Whistler out to have a conversation, and he's going to ask for the umpires to get together on this. The ruling was that the ball came out of the glove, not because he was trying to get it into his throwing hand, but because he did not hang on to it. The officials having a bit more of a discussion on this one, and they're going to stick with the ruling. It is going to be safe at second base. So I gave Wilson the credit on that one, and it's going to end up ruled against him. That'll be an error. First of the game for the Riverhawks. Ball fouled back for strike one by Sam Bayless, the cleanup hitter, the DH. We'll look to see if he can take advantage of the miscue by the defense for UCC. Man in scoring position. 0-1 pitch is hit towards center. It's not very hard hit. It'll get down in front of Wilson. He will send it in. And now runners on the corners after the base knock. 1 out. Base hit to center for Bayless. His first hit of the game. Up to third will go Kovac. And a bit of a perilous situation here for Ramsey. He's going to have to pitch through this after that error, put a man in scoring position, and now that runner is 90 feet from home. It's a 1-0 ball game. It's been nip and tuck so far, and the Riverhawks don't want to have to dig themselves a deeper hole here. Breaking ball outside. Starts out a 1-0 count to Kevin Sem, who had the RBI triple with 2 outs in the fourth. So this is not necessarily the guy you'd like to see at the plate right now. The 1-0 fastball is taken for a strike on the corner. Sem did strike out in the second inning, so it's been a little bit of everything for him there. The 1-1 breaking ball catches the inside corner for a strike. Taking second will be Bayless. No throw by Robbins, so he gets in easy. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2, Ramsey misses outside. The infield playing in, looking to cut off the run at home with less than 2 outs here in the 6th inning. The Riverhawks have Tyler Miller warming up in the bullpen right now. There is an arm getting loose for the Cougars as well. 3-2 pitch, grounder chopped foul. Kevin Sem will stay alive. At third base is Kovac. At second base is Bayless. The 3-2 ground ball. It is off the glove for Davis. He'll throw to second and not be able to get the out there. Trying to get Bayless diving back into the bag as he was well off the bag. He was practically behind Davis and had to scramble back to the bag. It'll be another error for the Riverhawks. A run will score. Kovac comes in. Bayless stays at second. Kevin Sem will be on at first. So 2 runners on. A run comes in. Still just 1 out as the ball fouled away into the netting in front of the grandstands above the first base dugout. 0-1 count to start for Aaron Menchaca. So a run comes in, second error. Taylor Davis at shortstop had been very sure-handed. Just his second fielding error of the season as a strike taken for Menchaca. The 0-2 pitch for Ramsey, breaking ball fouled off. Taylor Davis, he did not commit an error in his first 11 games in college, but he had his first one in the last game against Chemeketa last Thursday. His first 37 chances were all clean, but he's had a couple of errors now in his last couple. That was a tough one, right? Kind of short hop and a ball quickly at him. As a sharp one at third. Metzger picks it up and steps on the bag, throws across the diamond, a double play. That'll get the Riverhawks out of it here in the 6th inning. Another run does come in, though, and it is 2-0. Clackamas in front. Sharp hit ground ball to Metzger at third. Knocked it down, steps on the bag, throws across the diamond, and gets the Riverhawks out of the top of the 6th. 2-0. Clackamas in front as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning here on Riverhawks TV. Heading to the home half of the 6th inning, Riverhawks with some work to do here today. They trail 2-0. The lefty, Ben Kissero, continues to throw well, and he gets a first pitch strike one. Across against Taylor Davis. Davis will walk his last time up. Swings away and fouls it off for strike two. Davis, a strikeout victim in the first, walked in the third. The wind has started to pick up and seeing some leaves blowing across the diamond from time to time. And right now it's blowing out to center field as a pitch all the way to the backstop for Kissero, and it's a 1-2 count. Well, keeping you up to date on what's going on in UCC athletics. The men's and women's basketball seasons came to an end last week in the NWAC tournament. Unfortunately, the men fall in their first game, and then the women, they won their first round game but lose in the second round and are unable to make it to the second weekend of the tournament. There's a pitch missing just inside, 2-2 count. So men and women unable to make it to the Final Four, and they see their seasons come to an end. 2-2 pitch for Kissero. Davis swings at a pitch up at the eyes, fouls it off to stay alive. Softball mentioned their trip to the Pasco crossover tournament last weekend. Lost their first two, but win their second two to start out the season 2-2. They're going to be hosting Grays Harbor on Friday. A doubleheader starting at 2. 2-2 pitch upstairs. Count goes full for the leadoff man, Davis. UCC Wrestling at Nationals over the weekend. The women had 2 individual national champions and 8 All-Americans as they finished 4th in the team standings. As ball off the end of the bat, fouled off by Davis. So the women finished 4th in the team standings, 2 individual champs, 8 All-Americans. The men had 1 All-American at Nationals. And in the indoor track and field Nationals, Easton Raber, the highlight there, finishing 6th in the men's pole vault. Top performer for the Riverhawks. Full count pitch once again for Kissero. He bounces it in. He will walk Davis for a second time, and the leadoff man is on base. For the Umpqua Riverhawks, that is the first time today. Make that the second time today they will get the leadoff man on. Jackson Thompson got on with a leadoff walk in the 4th inning, but he was part of a double play. New hitter coming up. Shiloh Wilson is going to come out as Caden Coonert will take over. Wilson is 1 for 2 in the game, but that dropped fly ball in center field. They make the change. Looking to bunt and move the runner over. Ball fouled off for strike 1 by Coonert. First at bat of the day here for Coonert, who comes in hitting around 180. He will take a pitch high as he had squared around to bunt again, looking to try and sacrifice the runner over. 182 on the year for Coonert. Does not have a sacrifice bunt as of yet on the season. He does square and fouls off another one. At third base, Kevin Sem, much like we saw earlier in the game when Noah Kiley tried to lay down a sac bunt, Kevin Sem playing way in at third. He'll back up a bit here with 2 strikes against Coonert. Lefty-lefty matchup. Coonert waits on the 1-2, pickoff throw to first. Back in safely goes Davis. Kissero, the 1-2. Strike 3 called. Catches the inside corner. Coonert goes down looking. Strikeout number 7 on the day for Ben Kissero. 1 out. And the Riverhawks unable to move the runner up. So we've got Jackson Thompson 0 for 1 with a walk. Fouls back. Strike 1. Cicero delivers home. Ball up the middle, well struck. It'll get into center field. Up to second base goes Davis. Thompson on at first. He's got his first hit in the game, just the 4th hit in the ball game for the Riverhawks.
Next batter, new hitter, number 25.
So 2 runners on.
Flora.
That'll be the first time today the Riverhawks have more than 1 man on base. Another new batter coming up for UCC. Taking over for Noah Kiley is going to be Taj Flora. Flora will stand in with just 1 out and runners at first and second. Take inside. Flora, the freshman out of Sutherland High School. Taj has played in just 2 games this season. Looking for his first hit of the year. He'll take low and outside. A good job laying off the breaking ball, tailing away from the right-handed hitter. He has drawn 1 walk. He's only had officially 2 at-bats on the year. Big moment for him to come in. Looking for his first college hit. The 2-0 pitch. Misses below the knees for the 6'5" Taj Flora. He'll take a 3-0 count with runners at first and second. Just 1 out so far. Cicero facing his biggest jam of the game. And he misses. It's 4 straight pitches that miss the zone against Flora. That last one pretty close. Doesn't catch the zone, and here is a prime opportunity for the Riverhawks. They've got the bases loaded with just 1 out. And coming up to bat, it's going to be another new hitter. We've got quite a slew of changes coming for the Riverhawks here in the 6th. It's going to be Trevor Ratliff to bat here, the sophomore out of Kaiser. And he may just face a new pitcher. Out to the mound goes the coaching staff for Clackamas. They're going to make a pitching change here in the 6th inning. Bases loaded with 1 out. A new man on the mound for the Clackamas Cougars, trying to get Clackamas out of the jam. They currently lead at 2-0. Riverhawks trying to rally back. Ben Cicero goes 5 1/3 innings. Exits with the lead. His teammates will try to keep it that way. We'll tell you more about the new man on the mound in just a moment on Riverhawks TV. Well, we get a new man on the mound. It'll be Cole Stofflet to take over for Ben Cicero, who has his longest outing of the season. First pitch to Trevor Ratliff, the new man at the plate. We've got a pinch hitter in this situation. He takes a breaking ball for strike 1. Stofflet making his 5th appearance on the season. Face Trevor Ratliff, who comes in batting 111. His 10th at-bat of the season. Breaking ball is high. Back pick down to first. Not going to get it there in time. Long read on that one to get back over to first for the umpire. Got the long reach from Taj Flora to get back in. Bases loaded. They back pick there. That almost worked out for him. Just one out, bases loaded. Ratliff at the plate with a 1-1 count. Stofflet delivers, and it's high. Trevor Ratliff with 1 RBI. He's got 1 walk on the year. His 1 hit is a double. Big opportunity for the sophomore, graduate of McNary, to have a big impact on the game. He'll take high and away. The count goes 3-1. Stofflet out of Medford. Cascade Christian, class of 2024. He made 14 appearances last year. Comes on in relief here in a big moment with the bases loaded. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Gets by the diving attempt by Kovac at short. 1 run scores. A 2nd run coming to the plate and in safely. We got a tie ball game. Trevor Ratliff delivers. Ratliff comes through with the 2-run single up the middle. He will score Davis easily from third. Coming around from second to score was Thompson.
Yeah, I will.
And going first to third was Flora. So you've got runners on the corners with 1 out and a tie ball game. It'll bring up Tristan Wallace. He squares to bunt, takes a breaking ball for a strike. Wallace is 0 for 2 in the game with a pair of strikeouts. So Trevor Ratliff in the DH spot comes through with his 2nd hit of the game. He drives in 2. Not his 2nd hit of the game, 2nd hit of the season. As he pickoff throw to first, he gets back in. His 2nd hit of the season drives in a pair. That is just the 5th hit in the game for the Riverhawks. They have tied this one up. 2-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Stofflet gets hit hard, but it's foul. Wallace got around on that one, sends it down to left field. 2 Medford kids squaring off here. Stofflet out of Medford's Cascade Christian, and at the plate right now, Tristan Wallace, North Medford product. Got hit on the arm, and he's going to head to first. Yep, they're going to award it. I wasn't sure. He kind of got his swing going, but he didn't get all the way out there to be a dead ball strike. Instead, he will get hit by the pitch and head to first. So that loads him up again. First hit batter of the day for either pitching staff. Ratliff goes to second. Flora already at third. Wallace now at first. Still just 1 out, and Jack Pierce
number 16, Dane St. Clair.
is no longer coming up to bat. They're going to go to the bullpen or go to the dugout. It'll be Dane St. Clair. Dane St. Clair, left-handed batter, takes over for Jack Pierce. St. Clair, a local kid, played his high school ball here in this ballpark. He takes outside for ball 1. From Roseburg High School, class of 2025. His 2nd appearance in a ball game, just his 2nd at-bat of the year. Struck out in his 1st. He's looking for his first collegiate hit, and a big opportunity for him. Pitch is high. Last summer, playing with the Umpqua Riverhawks, or excuse me, playing with the Roseburg Dr. Stewarts, the American Legion baseball team here in Douglas County. Dane St. Clair hit a pair of grand slams here in this ballpark. It's first time I've ever seen somebody do it multiple times, let alone once. And I believe one of them was a walk-off, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, the first one was a walk-off, and then we lost our mind. And Lost our mind on that one. And then the next time he came up with the bases loaded, which was a couple of games later, he did it again. Not another walk-off, but hit one out of the park again. 2-0 pitch. Hits the inside corner for a strike. Just the second plate appearance for St. Clair. Facing Stofflet here. These two probably faced off a couple of times in high school. Strike catches the outside corner on the breaking ball. Stofflet out of North Medford, St. Clair out of Roseburg. Those are two league opponents in high school baseball here in Southern Oregon, so I'm sure they're familiar with each other. A 2-2 pitch coming up here for St. Clair with the bases loaded and one out. Pops it up. It's going to stay on the infield, playable for the third baseman. An infield fly rule in effect, and that'll be the second out. So St. Clair, in his second at-bat of the year, flies out on the infield. Bases remain loaded with two down. It'll be Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher, who will stand in. He had a bit of a lucky double his last time up. Blooped one into no man's territory behind first. Overrunning the play was Herrera in right field. And with two outs, Robbins was running all the way, ends up at second. He will take a pitch low for a 1-0 count. But sometimes, kind of like in basketball, you see one ball go down, you see a shot go in, and it gets you going. Maybe seeing one drop in for Robbins. He can get going here, break this tie ball game. It's a 2-2 game. Riverhawks with a pair of runs here in the home half of the sixth. The 1-0. It's low from Stofflet, a 2-0 count. Book not quite closed on Ben Kisserow yet. Kisserow will be credited with the 2 runs that have scored so far. If Taj Flora scores from third here in this 6th inning, that would go against Kisserow, and that would wipe out his no decision that he's going to get at the moment. Strike called at the top of the zone to Robbins. With those 2 runs coming in, Ben Kisserow went from being in line to get the win to now hoping for a no decision. A 2-1 count with 2 outs, bases loaded. Jeremiah Robbins, the catcher, batting in the 8th spot. Grounds one towards short, in front of it. No, bobbled. Kovac trying to make the throw to first. It's offline, and the Riverhawks will take the lead. At shortstop, Kisserow misplays it. And the Riverhawks are able to add another to their total.
No.
And so it'll make it 3-2. Bases remain loaded. That'll be the first error in the game for the Cougars. First pitch called strike one. Aiden Metzger at the dish. Stofflet's breaking ball catches the outside corner. 0-2 count. So that'll close the book on Ben Kisserow, and now he is in line for the loss. It'll help out Bo Ramsey, who now could be in line for a win. The 0-2 delivery from Stofflet on the hands, fouled back. I got to imagine, I would not be surprised if we see a pitching change coming up in the 7th for the Riverhawks, but right now, Bo Ramsey is the pitcher of record as the Riverhawks take the lead, so he would be in line for a possible victory. The 0-2 delivery for Stofflet once again, facing off against the 9-hitter Metzger, who's the 9th man to come up to bat here in this 6th inning. Takes in the dirt. Robbins on at first. Wallace at second, Ratliff at third. The 1-2 pitch for Cole Stofflet. Foul tipped into the glove, strike 3. That'll get him through it. But the Riverhawks will put 3 runs on the board here in the 6th inning. 3 runs come in on 2 hits. There was 1 error and 3 men left on base. Umpqua Community College takes a 3-2 lead as we head to the top of the 7th here on Riverhawks TV. Well, we got a new ball game here. After trailing 2-0, the Riverhawks put up 3 runs in the 6th inning, and now they have a 1-run advantage for Tyler Miller, who takes over on the mound. He will face Aiden Herrera, the right fielder, who swings away at the first pitch, flares one foul down the left field side. Bo Ramsey exits. He's in line to pick up a win if the Riverhawks can hang on to the lead. He went 6 innings, allowed 2 runs. I would put down only 1 earned run, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts for him. The 0-1 pitch from Miller is to the hole again. A double clutch and a late throw across by Davis. Obviously not going to have a chance to get it there. And Herrera will get on. That is 3 times now that Davis has fielded one deep in the hole towards third base at short. Now that is just a tough spot to try and make a throw to. So man on to lead things off for the Cougars. That'll be the game-tying run at first. Donovan Crouch is 0 for 2. He will bat. Might look to try and move the runner over. He does start to square. A pickoff throw. Almost gets away, but a nice job by Wallace to smother it at first on the throw by Miller. Tyler Miller, the freshman out of Issaquah, Washington. He ranks 2nd in the Northwest Athletic Conference in ERA. It's 0 as a strike on the outside corner. He is one of just 2 pitchers that have met the minimum requirements by the NWAC to rank in the top rankings in the conference. He's just one of 2 pitchers with a 0.00 ERA. He is making his 4th appearance, all of them out of the bullpen. His 0-1 pitch is bunted first base side. It goes foul for Crouch. "13 innings of work, 6 hits allowed, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts for Miller. Does allow a base hit to get things started here in the 7th. 0-2 pitch, just off the outside corner. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out with a man at first. A pickoff throw that direction again, and back in safely will go Herrera. UCC will look for a chance to try and turn 2 up the middle here. Donovan Crouch is grounded out to second and flown out to right field. Did he go around? No, he doesn't. The check swing holds up on a breaking ball. Donovan Crouch. Two is fouled away down the right field side. He'd come into today batting 176. 3 hits, all of them singles on the year. We'll stand back in, battling against Tyler Miller, the reliever in for Umpqua. Strike 3, pull the trigger on the inside corner right above the belt buckle. Down on strikes will go Crouch. First punch out for Miller. And there is one away with a man at first. Joey Giancola is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. He bats with a man at first and 1 down. Ooh. Got him at first base. They'll pick off the runner at first. Got him spinning his wheels. Over at first base. Nice job by Tyler Miller getting him first base coach blocking the view just a bit, but the ruling is a pick off at first to get Herrera. There's 2 away with nobody on. Catch the inside corners at the knees for a strike. The 0-1 to Giancola. Swings through for strike 2. Giancola batting .217 coming into today's doubleheader. I believe he struck out on 3 pitches his first time up, and then he walked on 4 straight pitches in his second time up. He's down 0-2, and he will not offer at the pitch low and outside. The walk in the 5th inning by Ramsey didn't come back to haunt him at all, but I was a bit surprised by that one with how quickly he had gotten him to strike out the first time that Ramsey was unable to find the strike zone the second time. The 1-2. Well, the Riverhawks thought it was going to be strike 3. They don't get the call from the umpire, and Miller will have a 2-2 count here against the 9-hitter. Miller's 2-2 pitch out of the windup for the righty. Call, no, not a strike 3. I thought it was going to be strike 3. The umpire, I thought, was getting ready for the punch out. Instead, he is looking down to first to get the ruling from the first base umpire on whether or not Giancola went around. And the ruling is no, he did not. So he's back at the plate with a full count pitch coming up from Miller. Needs one more to get through things here. The 3-2. There's strike 3. Giancola tossed away the bat, thinking ball 4. Doesn't get the call this time around. So we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch here in this 9-inning ball game. 3-2, Riverhawks in front on Riverhawks TV. Leading off for the Umpqua Riverhawks here in the 7th inning will be Taylor Davis. The Riverhawks batted through the order in the 6th inning. All 9 hitters came to the plate. So Davis will lead off the inning for a second time in a row. And he takes the first pitch for ball 1. First time facing Cole Stofflet, who came on in relief in the 6th inning. Stofflet works a breaking ball across for a 1-1 count. Pop up, shallow left center going out. Kovac, the shortstop, reaches up and makes the grab. One away is Davis. He's been on base twice, still without a hit though. He's 0 for 2 in the game.
Now batting number 10,
3-2 our score starting the bottom of the 7th inning here. The Riverhawks will be 6 outs away from securing a Game 1 win. They would love to add some insurance. Caden Kunert struck out looking in his first at-bat in the 6th inning. He was a pinch hitter for Shiloh Wilson. He'll get around on one, sends it out towards left center. Long run for everybody. It'll be the left fielder. Can't come up with it. Giancola drops it. Into second base goes Kunert. Layout attempt by Giancola. Jackson Poole covering out there. Kind of surprised the center fielder didn't try to call for that ball. I thought he had a good opportunity to get to it. Giancola ended up having to lay out And he can't come away with the baseball. He made a great diving play earlier in the game, but there
Batting number 11, Jackson
comes up
Thompson.
just a bit short. It'll go down as a bloop double for Caden Coonert. He'll have his first hit of the day. And the Riverhawks will have a man in scoring position, and now they'll have a man 90 feet closer as a ball on a breaking ball swung on and missed by Jackson Thompson, but it gets off the protection for William Goff behind the plate. Goff can't keep it in front of him, and up to third goes Coonert on the wild pitch. Thompson with an RBI opportunity, a man at third. Looking to add some insurance. He'll foul off one, an 0-2 count now. Ben Kissero, starting pitcher, goes 5 1/3, his longest outing of the year. 7 strikeouts, that's a season high for him. But he is in line to get the loss now as the bullpen gave it up for him. The infield will play in a bit. Ground ball up the middle is going to sneak through. And Thompson will have an RBI single, and the Riverhawks will add another one.
Next batter, number
Right back
25,
up the middle.
Flora.
The base hit for Jackson Thompson. Just a nice, sweet stroke. Sent it right back up the middle. And that allowed Caden Coonert to come in to score. Man at first with one away. Strike one against Taj Flora, who will get his second at bat. Thompson has his second hit in the game and is on at first. Pickoff throw towards that direction. He's in safely. The Riverhawks, after scoring just 1 run in 22 innings in a doubleheader last Thursday, they managed to get 4 runs in here in game 1 of a twin bill against Clackamas. Outside, 1-1 count for Flora. Taj drew a walk on 4 pitches in the 6th inning. He was the final batter to face Kissero. So he'll be the last man that has not seen Cole Stofflet so far in this game. Flora would come around. He was the go-ahead runner to score. He sits on a breaking ball. It is snagged off the turf at second. Double play to first base to end the inning. What a play at second base by Donovan Crouch. His glove in the right spot at the right time on a low line driver. Almost snuck its way through, but he gets that one just off the turf. Comes up with it and then makes the throw to double off the runner at first base. Good defense, good glove work behind Cole Stofflet will get Clackamas out of trouble here in the 7th inning. But the Riverhawks add a little bit of insurance, and they will take a 4-2 lead into the 8th inning on Riverhawks TV. Eighth inning action here from Champion Car Wash Field in Roseburg. It'll be Jackson Poole, the leadoff man, followed by William Goff and Luke Kovac, top of the order, coming up for the Cougars as they trail by a pair. 4-2 our score, 1-0 the count for Jackson Poole, who is 0 for 3, facing Tyler Miller for the first time. Foul ball, first base side. Miller came in the 7th inning, faced the 7, 8, 9 hitters, so first time against the top of the order. The 1-1 pitch from Miller misses inside. Down to their final 6 outs to work with here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Game 2 will be just a 7-inning affair. Miller's 2-1 pitch lifted in the air to center field, going back. And there for the catch. I believe that's Keeran out in center field, right? He took over in center. And then St. Clair in left and Flora in right. Those are the pinch hit appearances. Looks like a lefty in left, and that looks like the giant of Taj Flora in right field, so I think that'll work. Those are all the pinch hits all stayed in defensively as expected. So Keeran makes the catch for the first out to retire the leadoff man Jackson Poole for a 4th time. William Goff at the plate, a 1-0 count. Apologies there. Not sure if I had that up the entire time or not. 2-0 count for William Goff, who is 2 for 3 in this game. A pair of singles that have gone. One was in the hole at short. The other one just snuck by Taylor Davis diving up the middle as the ball just got into the outfield. A 2-0 pitch here for Miller. That ball belted to center field. Keeran initially back, doesn't have to go back too far, calls everyone off, and is there to make the grab on a hard hit ball that just goes to straightaway center. So Dane St. Clair has taken over in left field for Jack Pierce after batting for him. Caden Keeran has taken over in center field for Shiloh Wilson after coming in to bat for him, and Taj Flora took over in right field after batting for Noah Kiley. Miller into his 2nd inning of work. He's pitched an inning and 2/3, fires a first pitch strike against the 3-hitter Luke Kovac. The shortstop is 1 for 3 today. Reached and scored on an error in the 6th inning. Pokes one in the air right side. It'll get out of play. Kovac also reached on a single, infield single in the 4th, and scored the first run of the game, giving Clackamas a 1-0 lead at the time in the 4th. He's behind 0-2 in the at-bat against Miller. With nobody on and 2 down, Miller out of his windup. Reaching for it, poke it right side. It'll get over the head of Jackson Thompson at second. Flora will get it out in right field. It's a 2-out single. Second hit in the game for Kovac, and he is on base for a 4th time in this one.
Hitter Sam Bayless.
We'll bring up Sam Bayless. Reached on a fielder's choice, reached on an infield single, reached on a drop fly ball in center field, and then reach on a bloop single to right field. 4 times on base for Kovac here today. First pitch fouled away by Bayless. Bayless reached on a single in the 6th inning. Oh, 0-1 pitch from Miller, working out of the stretch with a man at first. Over the plate for a called strike 2. Sam Bayless came into today batting an even .300. And that's about where he's at here today. He's 1 for 3 today. Ooh, the 0-2 just misses off speed. Makes it a 1-2 count. Game 1 of a doubleheader here. Clackamas trailing after leading early. They're down by 2. 4-2 the score. Miller trying to keep it that way. Needs another out. The 1-2. Hit towards right field. Coming in and leaning forward to make the grab in right field is Taj Flora. Flora comes up with a little glove work in right. And that would have been a big hit if it had gotten down. But taken away by Flora. Bayless is out number 3. That'll finish off the 8th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Leaning in, the 6'5" Taj Flora makes the catch and sends us to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is a 4-2 score in favor of the Riverhawks, the home team coming up to bat here on Riverhawks TV. It'll be Ratliff, Wallace, and St. Clair. Your three batters due up here in the 8th inning for the Umpqua Riverhawks, leading 4-2 here on Riverhawks TV. On the mound is a new man, a new arm for the Clackamas Cougars. It is Gavin Lippa that will take over for Cole Stofflet, who goes an inning and 2/3. And Lippa misses outside, ball one against Ratliff. Trevor Ratliff will take high, a 2-0 count. Ratliff had the 2-run single in a pinch hit appearance in the 6th. Stayed in defensively, or I guess he was in for the DH spot, so he'll stay in that DH role. 2-0 pitch is outside. He's ahead 3-0 against Lippa. Ratliff drove in the 2 runs that tied this ball game up. He will stand in trying to get on base to lead things off. He's got a 3-0 count. Does take a strike from Gavin Lippa, a freshman, making his 3rd appearance. He has started 1 game. He's got no wins or losses. He's only thrown 3 innings this season, has a 6.00 ERA. Gives up a ball right side, well struck. Going back is Herrera. It's over his head. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. This will be extra bases. Ratliff rounding for 3rd. He will get all the way to 3rd base standing up. It's a leadoff triple for the Riverhawks. Trevor Ratliff has come out of the dugout and been a spark plug for UCC. He had a 2-run single to tie the game up. Now has a leadoff triple here in the 8th inning as the Riverhawks try to add some more insurance. That ball just continued to carry out to right field over the head of Aiden Herrera, and that just allowed Ratliff to keep on running and running and running as he would get into 3rd standing up. That'll bring up Tristan Wallace, who will take low and away for ball 1. 8th hit in the ball game for the Riverhawks. Ratliff was hit by a pitch his last time up. Otherwise, he has struck out twice. Inside, 2-0 count. The wind is blowing out towards right field a bit right now. That might have helped out Ratliff just a bit to get that ball to continue to carry. So Ratliff at 3rd. Skying one in the air, foul territory towards the Riverhawks bullpen. It'll get down for strike 1 to Tristan Wallace. Taking a look at the South Region scoreboard here today, we had Just one other doubleheader scheduled. Chemeketa at Lane. They're in game one of that doubleheader. It's bottom of the 8th, and Lane is leading Chemeketa 5-4. Mount Hood and Swauk were scheduled to play today, but that doubleheader canceled. Missing low and inside, a 3-1 count now for Wallace. Not sure if field conditions maybe were the issue. I think up north of us here in the Umpqua Basin, we're getting kind of spared from a supposed atmospheric river that is moving through the region. There's a 3-1 pitch, popped him up. This would be shallow. This could be trouble with the infield playing in. It's going to carry enough. The center fielder makes the grab. Throw in would have gotten Trevor Ratliff dead to rights at home if he had gone. He instead will tag up, and Tristan Wallace is the first out here in the 8th inning. Infield was playing in, and that bloops fly ball to shallow right center. Long run for Jackson Poole, but he's able to cover some territory and get to that one. Off the bat, that looked like it was going to be big trouble for Clackamas, but Wallace cannot find a way to drive home another run for the Riverhawks. Dane St. Clair will bat, looking for his first hit, and it's again an RBI opportunity. He hit with the bases loaded in the 6th inning and ended up flying out to the third baseman, and we'll look to try and get a bit more of a solid swing on a pitch as he takes outside. He's ahead 2-0. He had an infield fly with the bases loaded and did not capitalize on the moment to try and drive in a run for the Riverhawks. He's got another chance here, though. The 2-0 count. Fouled it back. 2 balls and a strike against Dane St. Clair. So here in the Umpqua Basin, we've been spared from what is an atmospheric river moving through the Pacific Northwest, but north of us, just not that far, sounds like they're going to get quite wet, and that might have been the reason for the cancellation of that doubleheader. A ground ball to first base is fielded by Menchaca. He will look back, Ratliff at third, and then runs to the bag to retire St. Clair, 2 away. Dane pulling that ball down the first base line. Couldn't squeeze it through the infield. So it'll be Jeremiah Robbins. He reached on an error in the 6th inning that helped score a run for the Riverhawks. Gave them a lead at the time, and they continue to hold on to it. It has now been stretched out to a 2-run advantage. First pitch, a strike, inner half, just above the knees for Robbins. He also had a bloop double into shallow right field. 0-1 pitch. Robbins will take just a bit more inside here. 1-1 count. One delivery. Robbins line drive shot goes off the glove for Kevin Sem at third. He was like he was playing catch, but he couldn't hang on to it. And on safely is Robbins. Bang, bang play at third base. Jeremiah Robbins will add another run for the Riverhawks on a ball just sharply hit. But he didn't have to move. He just got down into a catcher squat at third, and Sem could not hang on to it. Goes off the end of the leather. And he dropped his head in disappointment that he couldn't come up with the play. So another run scores. It is now a 3-run advantage for UCC, up on top of Clackamas 5-2. Metzger shows a bunt on the first pitch, takes high for ball 1. That'll be the second error in the game for Clackamas. I mean, got to be quick reaction time over there at third, but it was a ball right at him. Should have been caught. A 1-0 pitch is going to hit Aiden Metzger in the backside. He will head on down to first. Robbins up to second base. That's the second hit batter of the ball game for UCC. And the top of the order will come up once again. Taylor Davis will face Gavin Lippa for the first time. This will be the 6th hitter up for UCC. 2-out rally brewing here. They've already got 1 run in after Ratliff had the leadoff triple here in the 8th inning. Lippa almost got out of it, but his defense didn't help him out. Takes a first pitch outside. Davis will have a 1-0 count. On the mound, Lipa out of the stretch. Off-speed pitch, flared in the air, giving chase. Diving attempt into the Cyclone fence down the first base side. Aaron Menchaca giving up the body to try and get that foul ball. He went sliding into the fence. Seems to be all right. I think he was able to keep it from his head being the first part that smacked into the Cyclone fence down the line. Bit of a dangerous play there. Gotta love the effort, but also worry about his well-being there at first base. 1-1 count. Appreciate everybody tuning in and joining us here for game one of a doubleheader from Champion Car Wash Field. We'll have game two coming up at about 20-30 minutes after the conclusion of game one. Game two will be a 7-inning contest. Davis at the plate with a 1-1 count, 2 runners on. A 3-run lead for UCC. Sharp ground ball, third base side foul. Taylor Davis looking for his first hit in the game. Trying to get back to the way things started for him. Had a hit in the first 9 games. Has not been able to get one in his last 3. Here's the 1-2 offering from Gavin Lipa out of the bullpen, taking over here in the 8th inning. Kicks and fires. Strike 3 called. Breaking ball at the knees. Watched it go by. Davis will set the bat down, and that'll finish things off in the 8th inning. Lipa will get his first strikeout in his relief appearance. But a leadoff triple helps the Riverhawks add one more. They get a run on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 2 runners left on base. We go to the 9th inning. It's a 3-run lead for the Umpqua Riverhawks, needing 3 outs to secure a victory in the opener of today's doubleheader on Riverhawks TV. Leading things off for the Clackamas Cougars will be Kevin Sem, who has been on base twice. He's driven in a couple of runs. He takes lone outside for ball 1 as the sun has started to break through the clouds here at Champion Car Wash Field. On the mound, Tyler Miller out to try and close it out. Came in the 7th inning. Fires in a strike for a 1-1 count. This will be a save opportunity for Miller, assuming he finishes out the game. Kevin Sem, 1 for 3, reached on an error his last time up. 1-1 pitch, just low. Miller came in the 7th. Sem and Menchaca, the first 2 batters due up here in the 9th inning, would be the last 2 batters to face Miller for the first time. 2-1 pitch, fouled away by Sem. Kevin Sem at third base had the line drive shot right at him that goes off his glove and allowed another run to come in for the Riverhawks, who lead this one by 3. A 2-2 pitch. Miller off speed, got him out in front, fouls it off. And able to stay alive is Kevin Sem. UCC trying to win back-to-back games after taking game 2 of their doubleheader on Thursday last week against Chemeketa. 2-2. Fly it in the air, right side. Drifting back is Thompson at second base. He makes the catch. There's one down. One away, and Aaron Menchaca stands in. He is 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts, a pair of them to third and one to short. Sun really shining through here. Hopefully nobody left the dugout without any sunglasses. This could be necessary. Fastball in for a strike. Temperature has creeped up into the low 60s for us this afternoon here at the ballpark. The 0-1. Outside from Miller. Tyler Miller. Would be looking at his first save of the season. Can't get the strike call on the outside corner. Count goes to 2 balls and a strike. Two-one delivery. Tyler Miller out of the windup. Just misses low, and the count goes to 3-1. Three-one for Miller. Trying not to put a runner on. And he does keep the at-bat going. Just gets the borderline call on the outside corner. The at-bat continues. 3-2 pitch coming up. Just misses outside. So a walk issued with 1 out. And Chaka will find his way on for the first time today. Just the second walk issued by the Riverhawks pitching staff. Miller gives up that walk. They will bring in a pinch runner. Dalton Long will take over out of Horizon Christian High School in Tualatin, the freshman. He will take over at first.
Now batting right fielder Aiden Herrera.
Running for Menchaca, the first baseman. Aiden Herrera, 1 for 3 with a single in the 7th. That was against Miller. He was the first man to face Miller. Got a base hit in the first at bat. The lefty takes a strike at the knees on the inner half. Oh, 1 pitch. Fouled off, and it smacks off of the catcher, Jeremiah Robbins. So they'll give him a moment to breathe. Runner on at first. The game-tying run still the on-deck hitter here, so we got a little ways to go for Clackamas to try and find themselves back in this ball game. Oh, 2 count with 1 out. Riverhawks got a chance to try and end it on 1 grounder on the infield. That's outside, a 1-2 count. A double play could finish things off for us here in game 1. One-two count. Miller gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. There's 2 away, and the Riverhawks need 1 more. Tyler Miller with his 3rd strikeout in relief. That is 8 punch-outs now total here in this one for UCC pitchers. We get a pinch hitter here in the 8th spot in the lineup, and that's going to be Tanner McCoy out of Hermiston. McCoy, I got him listed at 6 feet tall. He's a big boy out there. He'll stand in. Takes one just underneath the belt buckle on the inner half for strike one. Tanner McCoy played in 8 games last year. Hit just .071, and he swings through for strike two. McCoy comes into today's game batting an even 100. He's got the 0-2 count against him with 2 outs and a man at first, trying to keep this game going. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there it is. The Riverhawks will get a victory in game 1. Umpqua is a winner. Final score 5-2. A strikeout, 4th of the game for Tyler Miller, will finish it off here in the 9th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. Let's take a look at our totals in this one. 2 runs for Clackamas on 7 hits. They had 6 runners left on base, and Clackamas will commit 2 errors in this one. On the other side for UCC, 5 runs come in on 8 hits. They commit 1 error. Let's double check that. 2 errors make that. And the Riverhawks will leave 8 men on base. So 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, and 8 men left on. Those are the final numbers in game 1. There we go. Let's take a look at the pitching decision in this one. It'll be Bo Ramsey that'll get the win. Ramsey goes to 2-1 on the season. As he pitches 6 innings, he allows 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. Taking the loss will be Ben Kissero, who went 5 1/3 innings. He allowed 3 runs on 4 hits, 4 walks, and 7 strikeouts. It was the bullpen that really kind of gave it up for him, but the runners go to his credit, and Kissero will fall to 0-2 on the season. And then out of the bullpen, Tyler Miller will pick up his first save of the season. Miller goes 3 innings. He allows 2 hits, no runs. He had 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. Riverhawks combined for 9 strikeouts in this one and only 2 walks allowed to the Cougars. As UCC will go to 5-2 in league play, 9-4 overall. Clackamas falls to 4-6 overall, and now 3-4 in South Region play. Looking at some of the offensive numbers, let's first recap the scoring. It was a run in the top of the 4th inning for Clackamas. The Cougars get 1 in the 4th on a 2-out triple by Kevin Sem. Made it 1-0 at the time. They would add a run in the 6th inning. It was a error at shortstop by Taylor Davis that allowed a run to come in on a ground ball by Kevin Sem. He picked up his 2nd RBI, and that would make it 2-0 at the time. But the Riverhawks would score 3 in the bottom of the 6th. They led off the inning with the top of the order against Ben Kissero. Walk, strikeout, single walk. That had the bases loaded. They brought in the bullpen. Cole Stofflet came in, faced a new batter, and Trevor Ratliff. And Ratliff had a 2-run single to tie the game up. And then on a ground ball hit on the infield, bobbled by shortstop Luke Kovac. Could have been the final out, but Jeremiah Robbins gets on safely. That allowed Taj Flora to score and take the lead for the Riverhawks. UCC would add 1 run in the 7th inning on a single by Jackson Thompson, scoring Caden Kunert, who had reached on a double. And then the Riverhawks add 1 more in the 8th inning. After a leadoff triple by Ratliff, he would score on a error at third base by Kevin Sem, a line drive right at him that he could not handle. That's the recap of the scoring. Offensive numbers, William Goth goes 2 for 4 in the game with a pair of singles. Luke Kovac had 2 hits in the game, scores twice, reached base all 4 times. Sam Bayless was 1 for 4 in the game with a single. Kevin Sem was 1 for 4 with an RBI triple and also RBI reach on an error. So he had 2 RBIs in this one. Let's see here. Aiden Herrera goes 1 for 4 with a single in the game as well. On the other side for the Riverhawks, a couple of walks in the game for Taylor Davis. He scores a run. Shiloh Wilson keeps his hit streak going. He's up to 6 straight games. He was 1 for 2 before coming out of the game. Caden Kunert took over in his spot. He was 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Jackson Thompson goes 2 for 3 in the game with a pair of singles, an RBI and a run scored. Also had a walk. Taj Flora drew a walk and scored a run. Got robbed of a hit on a line drive that was a nice play at second base by Donovan Crouch. Let's see here. Trevor Ratliff goes 2 for 2 with a 2-run single. Also had a triple and scored a run. And let's see. Jeremiah Robbins had a double. He got on base 3 times, twice by error. And then Aiden Metzger was 1 for 3 in the game with a single, a bunt single in the 3rd inning. Also was hit by a pitch in the 8th inning. So that is a look at the recap of Game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll have Game 2 coming up here in just a little while. Stay with us for that. We'll have that for you. We'll get all the details on who's going to be starting for Game 2. We'll get those put together, and that means we'll have starting lineups coming up for you here in just a bit. We'll start the new broadcast for Game 2 here in a little bit on our YouTube channel, Riverhawks TV, so stay with us there. If you haven't already, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button so that you can follow Umpqua Athletics throughout the school year. Not just baseball season, but they've got all sorts of sports going on all throughout the year. Let's see here. Let's say that our time for this one was 2 hours and 19 minutes for Game 1. Game 2 will be a 7-inning game coming up in just about 20 minutes from now. I'm Joey Keeran. As always, it's a pleasure to be with you for Umpqua Riverhawks baseball here on Riverhawks TV. Thanks to Athletic Director Craig Jackson, Head Coach Jacob Whistler for allowing me to be here to bring you the action on Riverhawks TV. And thanks to you for tuning in for today's broadcast because, of course, without you, I'm just a guy sitting here talking to myself. We'll catch up with you in about 20 minutes on Riverhawks.